So this is my first YouTube video, and I'm just going to talk about coming out and how I did it and what maybe you might want to try when you're doing it. So you always know you're gay. You're like 4 years old, you're staring at the cute waiter or whatever, you know. I knew, at least, maybe not everybody else, but you know that's just not how it's supposed to be. And you go on, and then in 5th grade, or when you start turning 10, 11, they start talking about the changes and all this stuff, and you don't really pay attention to it. But for me, in 6th grade, the year after, they talked about it, and I started to realize what it was, because people were calling me gay, faggot, these terrible things. And then, you know, you go online, you look it up, whatever, and you're like, oh, I can't be this is terrible, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And you just don't know. So, a problem I had was in 6th grade, again, you go to, at least where I went to school, all the schools, 3 elementary schools that move on to the same high school, they come together and they go on this trip just to get you to network before you go to high school, because the junior high school and the high school are in one building, so you're all stuck together for 6 years. And I didn't like anybody, to be honest. They were all kind of crappy and mean and nasty, and they weren't nice people. But I did meet my best friend, so that was positive, and that turned out to be okay, because she's still my best friend now, and the first person I told. So in 7th grade, a kid came out, and he got a lot of shit for it. He was getting made fun of. I had a lot of classes with him, and I was like, just sitting there, tongue firmly in cheek, saying, what can I do to stop this? Because this is clearly nothing anyone should ever deal with, whether you're whatever. So I sat there and I said, what can I do? I thought about going to the administration, and I wound up doing that, but what I did was I went to a gay teacher, and that teacher had a lot more sympathy for everyone involved, and she convinced the administration to actually take action really here, because you always have that sort of problem where they don't care, they don't understand it, whatever. So that worked out being okay, and that worked out for him because they stopped bothering him, and he's been out since 7th grade, and that's really brave to come out at such a young age and to understand and know what it is and experiment with it. So that was one of the key things that I needed to know, to experience rather, to help me. So 9th grade, just skip 8th grade because nothing really happened. 9th grade, I knew what it was, and I knew I wasn't. I knew I was gay, and I knew what it was and what the mechanics of it and all the other stuff, you know. But what I didn't know was how to tell anyone, and I kept thinking of the future, like, what am I gonna do? Like, the prom, all these crazy things. There's only one other openly gay kid, and all this stuff. And I was like, just sitting there going, what am I gonna do? I mean, I wasn't necessarily worried about college or anything else, because you can get through that. College is probably the best possible experience you can have being gay, because you're exposed to even more people than your high school, and that's good. That's a big thing. So that's important, that you realize that the world widens with every stepping stone. You experience more people. And the hardest thing I found was, I did network with a few people online, but the hardest thing I found was actually networking with them, like finding the people to talk to. It's a little hard to do. So I wound up using Facebook, which probably wasn't the best tool, but whatever. I met some gay people there, and I found that a lot of these other people were questioning it and going to the internet because there's a stranger who could maybe advise you, which isn't really smart, and you shouldn't do that. That's dangerous, even though you're looking at this video. Although you see me when you're doing like a chat or something, you don't know who it is. It could be 90-year-old pedophile or something god awful. But yeah, so I moved on, and then 9th grade I knew what it was, but I didn't know how to tell anyone. I didn't really want to tell anyone because I feared what would happen in 7th grade to my friends. The same thing would repeat. And then there's another kid who told a couple of people last year, 9th grade. He told a few people, and these people just told everyone. Now, that was a problem because I felt bad for him, really bad. And he's still not really out of the closet, which is why I came out. Because I'm like, I can take the shit that people can deal. Because at my core, I am very, very mean. And that sounds like a terrible thing, but it's something that you develop from lots of years of stress and harassment. At your core, you're you, and then you're externally covered, like your personality and the shit that you had to put up with is protecting you, I feel. And so I am very tough. You have to say some mean shit to get me pissed. And I came out, I was just like, fuck it, let's just see what happens. And I probably shouldn't have said that on YouTube. I did. I just told my best friend, I told her in a note, and this is how I did it. We're talking about a boy she likes, and I was like, I like boys. She's like, so what's up with your love life? And I was like, I like boys. And she looks at it, and she passes me the note back, and she goes, what do you mean? And I write, I'm gay, right at the bottom of the note. And she lights up, and she's like, oh my god, that's the greatest thing ever. Because she was just so happy for me. And I think that's important, because it's you that benefits at the end here. So whether someone else is happy, if you're keeping it in to make someone else happy, screw them, because it's you that should be happy. It doesn't matter who else is happy, it's you that matters. And that's important, because everybody else doesn't care about you the way you care about you. And that's key there. So she was happy for me, and that's what you gotta remember, is people should be happy for you, and give them. It took her 5 seconds to get over it. Other people may take days, weeks, and that's the stress there. Now I told some other people, and then it kind of just spread like wildfire. Someone blabbed, and then everybody knew. I mean, it's still trickling down. You'd be surprised how, this person is a real bitch, and she just blabbed to everybody, and I knew it was going to happen, but you got to remember something, that you coming out, if you enjoy it, I was having fun with it, because I was like, yeah, I'm gay. It's a good feeling to just say that. And if you're having fun with it, and you're enjoying the experience, which you should, because it's your life, you should enjoy your life, and someone thinks they could go and blab and tell other people and ruin it for you because you're getting backlash and stuff, you go up to that person and you tell them, go F yourself, you stupid whatever. Like, you just tell them. You don't hit them, because that's not right. First of all, you never hit, because that's just, we're not cavemen. You only hit when you're getting the shit beat out of you. Oh, that's true. But you don't hit people out of nowhere. That's just mean. You can say whatever you want to say. Just don't be prejudiced. So like, you don't say you stupid gay, you don't say that back, you stupid straight person, whatever. You don't say that, because that just makes you look like a hypocrite. So that's why I wouldn't recommend that. And but you fight back with words, and you say, you stupid whatever, you took this from me, this is mine. And you don't, probably the best thing to do is not even dignify, you should just ignore it. But I had to say something to this person because I have a lot to say about a lot of things. And I was just like, get out, because this is mine. You don't know what I'm going through, and even if you did, it's different for you. So go away. And then she didn't bother me. She said hi to me, and I smiled, and I was like, But that's the story with that. I think I handled myself very dignified with that. But that's basically what happened, and I just told some other people, and a lot of people knew. And the surprising thing that I don't think I finished was, even though she told so many people didn't care. They're like, whatever. Because there's still people that are asking me. And I don't mind when they ask nicely. That's not the problem. I get pissed off when people ask, like when people just ask out of nowhere. It's like, are you gay? And they say it all condescending. No, just don't dignify that. But, yeah, so that's my coming out story. And, I play Lady Gaga all the time because I love her. She is my favorite. I don't know what else to say. Oh, but I want to ask everyone, and I know I have like no subscribers, no nothing, but I hope someone will watch this, and maybe who's older, who's done it already, or who hasn't but is thinking about it. How would you come out to your parents? Because I basically live my life pretty openly. I don't really have any secrets. So, I mean, I kind of just let the big one out of the hat there. So, that's something I just want to tell my parents, because I'm pretty open with them. I mean, I lie all the time and just tell them, yeah, I'm going here, I'm going to a party or whatever. But, yeah, so that'd be grateful. I'd be very grateful if someone would help me with that. And that's it. So, bye-bye.